need to pay your dues. Oh God, come back home. This crazy world is filled with liars and
Welcome to Qualified Observers, your trusted source for breaking intelligence drops. Today, March 14th, 2025, we bring you a massive update on global events that the mainstream media won't touch. U.S. Special Forces have reportedly carried out a high-stakes mission in Ukraine, destroying HIMARS rocket systems still under the control of the Zelensky regime. Meanwhile, White Hats have infiltrated and dismantled a secret meeting where former federal employees were allegedly plotting against President Trump and Elon Musk. But that's not all. BlackRock, the financial behemoth that once controlled trillions, is now in total financial collapse, sending shockwaves through global markets. And the truth about vaccines continues to emerge. New revelations further link them to autism, exposing what many have long suspected. Stay tuned as we break it all down with the facts you need to know. White Hats disrupt alleged plot against Trump and Musk. On March 8th, U.S. military forces reportedly disrupted a meeting in McPherson, Kansas, where a group of recently fired federal employees was allegedly plotting to undermine President Trump's administration and potentially assassinate Trump and Elon Musk. The group, composed of former FEMA, FBI, USAID, and Department of Veterans Affairs employees, had been communicating in an online chat room discussing strategies to disrupt Trump's presidency. U.S. Army Cyber Command, Cyber, discovered the chat, which had approximately 1,800 participants, including former Secret Service agents familiar with presidential security procedures. On March 6th, one of the chat participants, using the alias Fucka Trump, invited others to an in-person meeting in Kansas. Only 34 expressed interest, with the exact location being privately shared closer to the meeting time. Cyber provided intelligence on the gathering to General Eric M. Smith, who, after consulting with President Trump and Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, deployed a Marine reconnaissance sniper platoon to intervene. Surveillance confirmed that only 23 people attended the meeting. As the group convened, Marines deployed CS gas grenades before making entry. Most individuals surrendered without resistance, though 3 reportedly drew weapons and were neutralized before firing. The remaining attendees were taken into custody for further investigation. Authorities continue to assess the extent of the group's plans and whether additional threats exist. In other related intelligence, the U.S. Special Forces destroy HIMARS in Ukraine. On March 10, 2025, U.S. Special Forces reportedly carried out a mission to destroy remaining U.S.-supplied HIMARS rocket systems in Ukraine. Despite President Trump halting military aid to Ukraine, 6 launchers and 143 rockets were still operational, stored in a bunker near Kyiv. Concerns arose that, even without fresh intelligence, Ukrainian forces could launch attacks against Russia. President Trump, along with Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, authorized a mission to neutralize the threat. U.S. Special Forces, already active in Ukraine, were tasked with eliminating the launchers and any resistance. The operation, coordinated with General Eric M. Smith and General Brian P. Fenton of U.S. Special Operations Command, was executed swiftly. The attack resulted in heavy casualties among Ukrainian forces, with 34 killed and 16 wounded. 6 Raytheon engineers allegedly assisting Ukrainian forces were also killed. 1 U.S. Special Forces member was killed in action, while 2 others sustained minor injuries. All 6 HIMARS launchers were reportedly destroyed beyond repair, effectively removing the immediate threat. Breaking news. BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager, has shockingly filed for bankruptcy, marking the downfall of a financial giant built on corruption. Global sanctions and internal mismanagement have toppled this financial titan, sending shockwaves through the global economy. BlackRock has officially collapsed in one of the most shocking turns in financial history. Yes, the company that shaped economies and influenced global markets is now crumbling under the weight of its misdeeds. This colossal downfall raises a burning question: how could such a powerful firm fall so spectacularly? The answer lies in the collapse of the corrupt financial machinery that fueled BlackRock's rise. Sanctions have smashed the web of secret deals and hidden financial backdoors that once sustained it. BlackRock relied on unregulated strategies and opaque investment tactics, ignoring the warning signs as the world moved toward transparency. The beginning of the end came with sanctions targeting offshore banking and shadow financial systems. These bureaucratic tools cut off the dirty money that had propped up BlackRock's operations. The firm could no longer thrive in a world where secrecy was currency. It was exposed, leaving its business model unviable. Arrogance and overconfidence. BlackRock's fatal flaw. For years, BlackRock operated under the illusion of invincibility, believing it was untouchable. This arrogance blinded them to the changing tides of regulation and transparency. As internal chaos grew, with executives divided over the firm's direction, indecision sealed its fate. BlackRock's bankruptcy isn't just a story about one company's failure, it's a global financial earthquake. The implications are far-reaching, likely triggering a domino effect across the world economy. From pension funds to government bonds, the fallout will be immense. You might wonder, how does BlackRock's bankruptcy affect me? The answer is simple. Its collapse will likely cause significant losses for pension funds heavily invested in its products. Global markets, already shaky, could experience further turmoil as the reality of BlackRock's downfall sinks in. A cautionary tale for other financial giants. The collapse of BlackRock serves as a stark reminder that even the mightiest giants can fall. As we stand on the brink of a new financial order, companies built on secrecy and corruption will struggle to survive. We could be witnessing the beginning of a new era, where transparency and accountability take center stage. In the end, BlackRock's bankruptcy is a tale of greed, corruption, and a refusal to adapt. As the dust settles, the world will be left to rebuild a broken financial system, one that emerges stronger, more transparent, and more accountable in the wake of BlackRock's spectacular failure. The final chapter is here. The Emergency Broadcast System, EBS, is set to detonate a truth bomb so massive it will shatter the deep state's DS grip on humanity. The global takedown is in motion. Under Donald J. Trump and a worldwide military coalition, 300,000 troops are executing the most decisive operation in history. March 2025 marks the moment the DS feared most. There are no escape routes left. Every move has been countered. The DS has tried false flags, financial collapses, and new pandemics to stop what's coming. But every plan has been intercepted. The EBS activation is no longer a possibility, it's inevitable. Deep state strongholds raided globally. The military's worldwide operations are exposing the darkest secrets of the DS. Ukraine, the real battlefield coalition forces uncovered underground bioweapon labs designed for mass extermination. U.S. underground bases neutralized. From Denver Airport to Dulce, New Mexico, DS trafficking networks and experimental labs have been eliminated. The Vatican's hidden world. Ancient tunnels beneath Vatican City reveal centuries of ritualistic abuse and financial corruption. Starlink, the DS's worst nightmare. Elon Musk's Starlink AI Prometheuses has gained full control of global communications. DS assets attempting cyber attacks and retaliatory strikes have been intercepted and neutralized. EBS will reveal robotic imposters, evidence proving world leaders were AI-controlled puppets. Secret space program, military raids on DS bases on the Moon and Mars have seized hidden spacecraft. Weather manipulation proof. Devices used to orchestrate hurricanes, earthquakes, and droughts have been seized. High-profile arrests underway. Rothschild and Rockefeller dynasties. Their global financial empire is being dismantled. Hollywood elites, high-profile figures vanishing from public view. Media executives, CEOs arrested for coordinating DS propaganda. Gesara begins, the people's wealth restored. Debt forgiveness has begun. Student loans, mortgages, and credit card balances are vanishing. Stolen DS wealth is being repatriated to fund Gesara initiatives. The Federal Reserve is dead. The quantum financial system, QFS, takes over. Final countdown. The storm is here. The final power outages and internet blackouts will soon begin as the last security measures are implemented. When the EBS activates, the world will never be the same. The DS is falling. Humanity is rising. Prepare for the moment that will redefine history. WED, the 12th of March 2025, RFK Jr. confirms vaccines cause autism. CDC forced to investigate. Trump blames Fauci for poisoning millions. For decades, parents were silenced, doctors were bought, the media was controlled, and Big Pharma, led by criminals like Fauci, orchestrated the greatest assault on American children in history. But now, the walls are cracking. Robert F. Kennedy Jr., as Secretary of Health and Human Services, has forced the CDC to launch a full-scale investigation into the vaccine-autism connection, a truth buried for decades. The CDC has been ordered to open its secret Vaccine Safety Data Link, VSD, where vaccine injury data has been locked away to protect the pharmaceutical empire. Trump is standing behind this full force. He knows the truth. Autism rates didn't explode from genetics. They injected it into our children. The numbers are staggering. Decades ago, 1 in 10,000 children had autism. Today, 1 in 36. That's not evolution. That's biological warfare. Trump made it clear in his address to Congress, our children have been poisoned. Fauci is at the center of it all, the same man who silenced doctors, rigged studies, and built his fortune on vaccine injury. He knew, they all knew. Why is the Amish community nearly autism-free? Because they don't inject their children with the CDC's toxic cocktails. You won't hear CNN talk about that. The media is already running damage control. No confirmed link. CDC investigates public concerns. Lies. They're panicking. The vaccine safety data link is a ticking time bomb. Buried in that database are emails, whistleblower testimonies, internal red flags, proof of the greatest cover-up in medical history. But this isn't just about vaccines, it's about control. A sick, medicated nation is an obedient nation. The elites crippled generations of children to create lifetime customers, but now the script is flipping. Fauci won't escape this. The paper trail is there, the whistleblowers are ready, the crimes are undeniable. This isn't a public relations crisis, it's a Gitmo-level operation. Justice is coming. The traitors who poisoned America's children will pay. Thank you for tuning in to Qualified Observers for this critical intelligence report. If you found this information valuable, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to help spread the truth. We'll continue to bring you the latest updates that the mainstream media refuses to cover. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and we'll see you in the next report.